Let's talk about the three types of search intent and how you can derive these by looking at a search engine result page or SERP. So there's really three flavors of search intent, some three common flavors. Sometimes you'll read articles that break that out into 5 or 6 different types, but oftentimes there are three main search intent types considered in SEO. The first one, and the most common one, is called informational search intent. Let's look at a search engine result page that shows informational search intent. Okay, so here we've run a query for corgi breeds. This is a very excellent example of an informational search. So in an informational search intent query, what we see is just information about a particular topic. Here we've asked about corgi breeds. The search engine has returned results that talk about facts about corgis, information and pictures. We can see on the right-hand side here that it has a Wikipedia article and a knowledge panel or information panel there. So very informational heavy search queries. There is not a link on here trying to get me to buy a corgi. There is not a comparison necessarily. There's a little bit of this people also search for, but not really comparisons with informational search intent. It's just a bunch of information about the topic that we've queried. So when we cover up these things, what we call SERP features, so search engine result page features, we can see that the organic results are actually quite limited on this page. So in informational searches, when we cover up SERP features, that's all the stuff that is not the organic results. You can see that it's actually quite limited. There's a lot of SERP features that show up on these types of queries. And for reference, about 50 to 80% of all queries are informational type queries. Now, it's very interesting when you think about where informational search queries show up within the sales funnel. They are primarily associated with top of the funnel queries. So a lot of people are conducting informational type searches, and it's the most common type, and it tends to be related to the beginning of the journey that people make towards purchases. The next type of search intent, the second type of search intent, is called transactional search intent. Let's take a look at a transactional search intent result page. Here I have queried the word dishwasher. Okay, not saying I want to buy a dishwasher, not saying what are the prices of dishwashers, just the word dishwasher, and we can say something about the results here. Compare this to the informational search. Here we see shopping results, which are sponsored along the right-hand side of the page. We see ads, very heavy ad placement at the top of the page. And again, if we cover up the SERP features, that is all the things that are not organic results, what do we get? We see again that very, very small amount of real estate on the search engine result page is to organic results. And in this case, we see very branded search results, right? So these are large brands that have a heavy presence within the organic results. So this is a transactional search intent query, and it has a lot of ads associated with it, because what we're saying here is we're saying, in essence, the search engine is interpreting this as saying, well, if you say the word dishwasher, then I'm assuming you want to buy a dishwasher. So I'm going to show you a bunch of things about how to buy and how to compare dishwashers. Okay. This is generally related to the middle and bottom of the funnel, right? So I'm comparing dishwashers, I'm looking at two different types, or maybe I'm ready to make that purchase. So transactional search intent starts moving us down the sales funnel. The last most common search intent type is called navigational search intent. So what is navigational search intent? Let's look at a search engine result page that displays this. Here is a navigational search intent query. It looks very different than the others. I say climbing gym. Now, I am in Seattle when I ran this query, and so without putting any geo-modification or using any sort of town or city name associated with it, all I say is climbing gym, and what does it display me? It displays me this local pack or a map result. Shows me a map, shows me 3 results associated with it, and if we cover up the non-organic results in here, Wow, look at that. The SERP feature, if we cover it up, takes up almost the entire above the fold real estate of this search engine result page. So when the search engine interprets your intent to be navigational in nature, that is, I want to go to a physical location, or I want to visit a particular business that has a physical location, it'll display these map results, and they don't generally display organic results above the fold. It takes up quite a bit of real estate. Now, because navigational search intent has such a high correlation with visiting a physical location after it's been completed, it is considered very bottom of the funnel. Okay. Imagine that you are searching for a sandwich shop near you or looking for coffee. The likelihood is very much that the search engine is going to interpret that you want a sandwich or you want coffee right now. So that means it's very close to the purchase, and therefore it falls at the bottom of the funnel. So that's navigational search intent. Those are the three types of search intent: informational, transactional, and navigational.